everyone, all of you language facilitators, and welcome back to another energy focus video. We're here on my new channel on YouTube, the Marci Melzer Intuitive SLP channel, and every Monday, of course, I'm here to bring you the Mindset Check-in. We're here to talk about what you can do, the extra information that you can use as a language facilitator to add on to the slow talking and all the other things that you are using with your language facilitator. This is where we're going to tune into the current energies, what's going on right now, information from the astrology, and we're going to turn to the cards to get information from the energy of your late talker. And we're going to talk about the challenge and what you can do to overcome the energy and the challenge that's going on this week, to dig in, to focus on. Let's find out what's going on. All right. So in case you are joining me for the first time, my name again is Marci Melzer. And my Waves of Communication channel is where I connect with my audience all over the world and equip and empower you as parents and caregivers, grandmas, anybody who works with late talking kids, to help you understand what you can do, how powerful you are when you get your mindset straight as a language facilitator. And these energy focus videos are designed to help you, to inspire you, to take some inspired action that, puts a little gasoline on the fire. So what we're going to start with today, welcome you for joining me. And by the way, if you are joining me, stick around, because after I do the general reading for everybody, if you comment on this video, then I can pull a card for you to get maybe a specific message from your late talker. Okay, so let's dig in. The first thing we're going to be talking about today is the astrology transits, and I've got a little slide for you. The key astrology transits this week. We've just got 5 things to think about. Now, remember, the areas that you see in blue, these are the areas in the charts, the houses in the charts where things are happening. And if you want to dial this energy in for your specific family, then you want to check which house in your individual chart these transits are happening in. And that's what adds the extra flavor. So first, we've got the sun in Libra, which is challenging Chiron in Aries. Now, Chiron, we haven't talked about that very much. Chiron is one of these planetary bodies that has a lot of meaning around it, and it gets brought up in very common astrology charts, and it's coming up now. Now, remember, when we have an opposition or a challenge, that means that there's some sort of maybe battle of wills, or what's going on here, some sort of challenge to the energy where maybe the bigger energy wins out, usually, and that's kind of what happens. Now, in this case, we're talking about the sun mixing together with Chiron, which is just a little thing, but it's one of those little like thorn in your side kind of energies. It's the wounded warrior. And the reason I brought it up is because I feel like every one of you language facilitators is a wounded warrior. You have been through all the things, all the trials and errors, and more trials and errors, and try this for a while and try that for a while, even with your language facilitation journey, all the ups and downs, the times that you doubted yourself, all those things. When we have this kind of challenge, when the sun is challenging the thing that throws the wrench in the works for you, the thing that might make you quit, because that's what Chiron does. It says, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? It might make you second guess. It might make you doubt yourself. But when the sun that is hanging out right now in Libra, balance, it reminds you of your power to use the wounds, use the battles that you've been through and the learning that you've had from that. And the sun overpowers it to turn it into something really good, because it's happening in Aries. And Aries is where we take our new action, okay? So let's look at the next transit that I've got going on to want to share with you. And it is this moon now. Remember, the moon moves through 3 signs a week, and it's just leaving Capricorn today into Aquarius and then Pisces and then Aries. And then it's got 2 VOCs, and that means void of course. Now these are happening, one's happening overnight. A void of course time in the moon is when the moon's energy is recharging. It's kind of like a retrograde because the moon never looks retrograde. But when it has this void of course, that means that it's not being influenced by any new planets. It's doing its thing. It's just staying in its sign and being true energy and recovering from the energy of the sun and the moon and where it places right now. So we've got the moon that's in these 3 signs, and all 3 of these signs, there's a void of course this week. And it doesn't always happen that way where the moon gets a recharge. I'm getting the energy feeling that we just had this big new moon, and there's a lot of changes that were going on. And we're going to be talking about how some of the other things that are going on around the moon and why you might, in your moon is your internal, what you're feeling about things. Sun is how you project yourself out to the world, but the moon is how you're feeling inside. That's why they reflect each other sometimes. Okay, so when we look at the moon, it's again going to be moving through these signs, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Now, I particularly like this kind of transit because I've got a lot of signs and a lot of personal signs in these areas. Now, Mercury, we're doing 2 things about Mercury. Mercury moved direct, woohoo, in Virgo. And for 1 more week, it's going to be in Virgo. And we're still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, meaning that it's going back over the places. Now it's going forward, but it's still going back over the times that it went back to look. So it went forward, now it went back, and now it's going back forward again. You could feel more energized now in revisiting those things that you redid. Now things are going to start to take action and move ahead. In Virgo, you still got 1 more week to really solidify those plans in the earth sign before Mercury moves into the air sign and chugs on along. So 1 more week, you have a chance to really dig in and make good effort on whatever you were redoing, revising, reamping over the Mercury retrograde time that we had over the past 3 weeks. So you've got another week, another 2 actually, before it gets out of the shadow period, because remember, it was already in Libra before it moved back into Virgo, but it's still in Virgo for 1 more week. So you've got some time with that to still work with the Mercury retrograde energy. And it was a really valuable energy this time. Okay, so now Mercury chats. It's having a trine, which is a nice chat, a nice arrangement with Pluto in Capricorn. So now that it's moving forward, it's showing off. It's saying, look at my new everything. Look at my new way of doing things. I'm wearing my new face, my new image, my new whatever. People around you might say, wow, you're really kind of different now, because your Mercury, it's having a nice trine with this Pluto to say, look at how these changes, the revolution is fitting so nicely on me. It looks really good on me because we've got the sun here in Libra where it's balancing everything out. So all the crazy changes that were going on, the revisiting those breakdowns and finding out why they happened and all that stuff that happened over the past number of months while Pluto was retrograde, it's going to be moving forward. So that's the other thing that's exciting about that. It's going to be moving forward, Pluto, at the end of the month. So you still got this chat going on while Pluto is retrograde, reconsidering. Now, the last thing is Mars is in Gemini for 6 months. So you're going to have this retrograde. It's moving retrograde at the end of the month. Oh, Pluto's going direct on the 8th, by the way. And then Mars is going retrograde on the 30th. So basically, let me get my mouse working here. The transits are telling us that it's time to really just move forward and go with the flow, ride the waves, deal with the fallout. So I'm here in Florida. If you are anywhere in the world who's been attached to the news, you can see that the area just about 150 miles south of where I live was devastated. It was a beautiful resort area where a lot of people retire when they live, and it was wiped out. The winds just blew it off the map, and it's going to have to rebuild. So all the breakdowns in the rebuilding, it's going to come back better and stronger and more beautiful because the breakdown happened during this period of time. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move over into the card reading. And what I'm just going to do is flip the camera over so you can join me over here. And you can see that I have 3 decks today that I'm going to be working with. I'll show you. I've got the Energy Oracle cards, okay? And I'm going to be pulling a card from this deck to get a message for the parents from your guides, from your spirit guides, wherever you get messages from. We're going to get a message for the parents, a general overlook message from the Energy Oracle. And then we're going to clarify everything with the tarot of the new vision. I've been using this a lot because I like the stories that it tells. And of course, we're going to be using my language facilitation inspiration deck. So before we get started, what we're going to do is cleanse the area with just a little sound. I'm just going to make a little ching to clean the area, cleanse the energy, and get all of our highest good energy messages for all of us. All right, let's get started with the reading. We're going to go with this Energy Oracle deck first. And this is going to be a general message for the parents, caregivers, whoever's watching this video about your journey, about your struggle. It's this one. Definitely wants to come out. Look, it's the sun. It's a beautiful card, right? This is like the best card in this deck, which is great. It means it's a good omen to say that you are on the right track. The sun is shining on your journey. And the intuitive message that I'm getting from this, because I'm an intuitive reader, is that look at this little baby image. This is your late talker. They are shining because of your influence. You are helping bring the light to your energy. And the fact that you are tuned into energy work is enlightening your whole process. This is a card of enlightenment. So most definitely, language facilitators are feeling the light this week. You might be feeling a better energy after the last time, that you talked, or the last week, even the last couple of days. You could be feeling a little bit better now. That's a great omen on that card. We're going to pull some clarifiers later, but let's get some messages. So the first message we're going to get, this is a message from the late talker, your late talker. If you're watching this live or on the replay, this is the general message that most or all of the late talkers are feeling this week. And, remember, everybody's connected. So this is a general message. Who knows what it's going to be? This is what it's going to be. It's I'm smart. So the late talkers this week want you to remember how smart they are. Don't talk down to them. Make sure that they see that you see the light in them. Okay? They are smart. Talk like an adult. Late talkers always understand more than they are able to express. They need advanced language models to aspire to as they gain speech proficiency. Always speak in complete sentences with topic appropriate vocabulary to help advance skills, right? This is how you're going to advance them. Provide detailed explanations for all of your requests and activities using pronouns and prepositions and verbs and college-like language, full sentences. Don't talk to them like a baby. They want you to remember that they're smart and they already know so much. They don't want you to teach them the same stuff that they learn over and over and over again. They want new and more and adding on to evolving their skills. Okay? So that's the message. The next card from the Language Facilitation Inspiration deck, just flew across the room. And this is the challenge this week. It's a heart card, and it says you understand my problems. So the challenge is your late talker needs you to take a deeper look at what they are suffering. My problems. Yes, you understand your problems, but they need you to dig deeper to see what is triggering them, emotionally triggering them, psychologically, subconsciously. What triggers them to act like this? What triggers them to go off and pop off and become physical, right? You understand what it is. If you are seeing more physical behavior from your late talker, this card is definitely for you. It's a heart chakra card, meaning that respond with empathy. They need more love from you. Late talkers may react to frustrating or triggering situations with dramatic or aggressive nonverbal communication. Have you reacted to frustrating or triggering situations with dramatic or aggressive verbal communication or nonverbal communication? Have you done that? Because they may have done that. And where did they learn it? They learned it from watching other people, including you. So it's time to identify the problem. What is the child's problem from the child's perspective, and provide comfort to them as they regulate their emotions. They need to regulate their own emotions. You're not going to calm them down with a video or something. You have to coach them with empathy. Show that you care about their feelings, understand their struggles, and that remind them, just tell them over and over again that you want to help because you are all on the same team. You understand their problems. You understand why they have problems. And if you are reacting instead of responding, then this is what your late talker needs you to do. And if you are finding yourself that you are doing a lot of that, maybe that you're just feeling this inside of you. Okay. I'm going to put my hands here, get these straight. Now we need one more card. And this is the card that is the advice from the late talker. This is what they want you to really dig in and do, because remember, this is the challenge. So that means that they're not feeling this from you. And this is coach me, talk me through this. This is the advice. Look, this is a big situation. Shots, yikes, right? And what this nurse doctor lady is doing is sharing tools. She's saying, okay, this is what it's going to feel like, and this is what I'm going to do to make it feel better, and you can handle this, and here's your bear, and mommy's got you, and all of that. She's talking her through it. So she's prepared to deal with all the struggles that they're feeling right now. Let's see what it says. Coach through fear. Your late talker's afraid of something. They're afraid of being made to feel stupid, maybe. It happens. Coach through their fear. Late talkers will move through experiences based on their expectations. This is a blue card, throat chakra. You've got to talk through this. They'll move through them based on their expectations. Okay? They will move through experiences based on their expectations. If they expect to be afraid, they're going to show up afraid. But when they know what is going on, they can calmly focus on the task at hand. Explain what to expect before, during, and after new experiences. Role play potential struggles. You can play doctor to practice this, right? Or play school to practice school if that's an issue. Provide support with patient explanations detailing every step of the activity. That's how you're going to coach through it. Okay, so that's the advice. Got all three of these. Now, let's move over to the tarot. I'm not seeing any comments coming in. So if you are watching and you are interested in having me pull a card for you, please go ahead and comment in the comment section. All right, let's get the tarot. Now we're going to clarify all these cards. We're just going to pull a couple cards for each one just to get some more messages. Let me move this outside. Out of the way. All right. And this, again, is the tarot of the new vision. So it tells us some stories, because that's what tarot does. That's how I use tarot. Look, here's one. I usually pick them out of the middle, but the top one wanted to go 2 and 3 cards for the sun. All right. And we've got, looks like they're all in reverse because I'm going to bring them and turn them all around. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Look at that image again. Remember, these guys are all working together, and over here, someone has just delivered them the materials that they need. They get everything they need. The 8 of Swords with 3 crows, challenging, reminding you that there are solutions. You can solve this. They're actually coaching. And here's the Wheel of Fortune, a major arcana. So the message that I get from these cards with the sun is, you know the job you have to do. It's a cooperative job where you work together. Maybe you are working with your partner, with teachers, with siblings, your kids' siblings, with other people, somehow roping all of the other people in your life into your job. And remember, you've already had your delivery. You have everything you need to make an expert result in this. However, you're not understanding, right? You're not seeing the problems. You're not looking at what you need to look at. You're not seeing it from every perspective. Look at these perspectives. You can't see it. They want to help her. Okay. Listen to the messages that are coming in around you. Birds are talky, talky, talky. Swords are talky, talky, talky. This is your self-imposed restrictions, and these are new ideas. Are you listening? When you listen to new ideas, you can get out of this self-imposed prison. See, she could turn around and walk out, but she's facing the swords. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune says that it's going to happen because you have these options. You're looking. It's lit up for you. It's lit up for you. Okay. All right. So those are 3 cards for the Sun. Let's get 3 cards about this I'm smart card. Why do the late talkers need us? That one got left behind, but I'll see if it comes out. What do the late talkers want us to know about feeling smart? 1, 2, 3. Okay. We've got the 7 of Swords. I know the ideas that work for me. I'm leaving these behind. I am taking the money and run. I'm taking my ideas and I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. The 7 of Swords is how you get out of the 8 of Swords, right? You listen to those good ideas, you take them and you go. It doesn't matter what you're leaving behind. You have more as you get out there. You have more than you need, is what the 7 of Swords says. And you see people behind you. You're looking behind you. These kids are smart. They don't want to be looking behind. They want to be looking forward and following these things. They want to learn about these things. And again, he's got more than he needs. So maybe these late talkers, they know you're giving them too much of the same thing. They need more. They need new. This is the Emperor. They want to be the boss. Slow and steady. They've got everyone behind them. And this is an effigy. It's kind of like the back of it, right? So this is the back of the throne, and the Emperor's looking at those people, but behind him is this slow, hard work where he has put in the work. This is not a young turtle. This is a very established foundational turtle that keeps moving forward step by step. And all these people think, wow, they're really impressed with what's going on, right? Other people might be impressed with you because here is the Chariot. See, look at these people. They're following. They see, the right way to go. These people are like, woohoo. They're like, yeah, this is a good way to go. I like this. The Chariot means you're going to get there with the support of people behind you. The universe, me, whoever you're listening to. So remember, this is the message from the late talkers that says, I'm smart. And they don't want to miss out on the experience of following your guidance to become in charge. The Emperor is in charge. They're smart. They know everything. People learn from them. They don't take away the experience of them teaching. They adore them. They follow them. This late talker wants to take the lead. They want to take the lead. They're smart. With the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Hello, you understand my problems. This is a challenge. Let's get some cards about the challenge. I see some people commenting. All right, 1, 2, 3. About you understand my problems. Look at this. We've got, this whole deck is upside down. We've got the 2 of Pentacles juggling. Here's another idea. And here are the sheep. Do I tend the sheep or do I follow the new idea? Do I tend the sheep or do I follow the new idea? You understand my problems. I have too many things to focus on right now, and I'm juggling, This is the inspired new idea. This is the stuff I gotta do. Maybe your late talker is struggling because they want to follow new things. Let's see. That's what the star card says. The Five of Swords is a battle. They're battling. This is literally, look. It's a battle and a battle. This business of aggression, of fighting over ideas, struggling to balance, to fight over these ideas. This is how you heal. You stop fighting. This is the Star card. The Star is about healing. Look, she's dipping this water and pouring it onto the land. And this guy, he's got a whole big bag of whatever grew from this fertile soil. And she's got the fire of inspiration going here. And she is naked in her nakedness, doing her thing. Not fighting with anybody, helping, working together with these people. Sharing, doing her part. Not stepping on somebody else's toes, doing somebody else's stuff, right? These late talkers are struggling. They're fighting. They're feeling a battle with somebody over choices to do the thing or take the new. They want to take the new. The idea of the change, the idea of choosing. Look, here he is again. The idea of choosing the new idea is what's going to heal you, okay? All right, let's get some cards about the advice, and then I will turn over and get your questions. Okay, talk me through this. 1, 2, 3, right off the top, that one was. Here are your cards. First one is the Knave of Chalices, or the Page of Cups. He's got a little fish in his cup. He's got a good idea. I've got good ideas. He's got tools in his toolbox. I'm going to talk through. I've got ideas. I've got an idea about this. I can help you, little fishy. There's water right here. Let me put you back in the water. I've got good ideas to help you. Okay. And then the next one is the Knave of Swords. This is the one with good ideas, right? I care enough about you to make good ideas and share good ideas with you so that we can do the work together. And the Eight of Pentacles. Talk me through. This is literally understand what I need from you. Talk me through this because it's an emotional situation. Emotional. Talk me through it. Understand where I'm coming from. Talk me through it and stand with me side by side to do the job. Don't just watch me work. Work alongside with me. That's how we get through this. Okay? All right. So let me put these down. And what I'll do is I'm going to just get the language facilitation inspiration cards and we can pull one for you. So let's see who's joining me today. And here's somebody says, can you pull a card for my kid? I can. Let me grab them. All right. So this is a card for you. Let's see what message comes through. What kind of information do we want to know? Whoops. Oh, I got two. Sorry about the crunch. I shared it with a little friend and she ate it. She liked this card so much because it looked like her parents. This beat feels good. Pay attention to rhythm. So every language has its own rhythm and late talkers use the beat to help them understand how connected speech is supposed to sound. When the late talker says a single word to you, use slow, rhythmic speech to model 3 complete, age-appropriate sentences that would have helped the late talker to express their full idea. Talk to the rhythm. We are dancing. We are moving. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to school. It's time to brush our teeth. Brushy, brushy, brush. your kiddo might be using clapping, stomping, jumping, things like that. And they're showing you, do what I do. They're dancing for you because it says, look, put on your disco glasses and watch me and learn from me. See through their eyes. Late talkers will prompt you to imitate their behavior. So they're just going to keep doing something silly and getting you to laugh until you join them. So you can understand their perspective through your own experience. We were just talking about that, how this is a week where you're really you're getting enlightened to the late talker's perspective, right? Okay, so remember, acknowledge that they are trying to communicate a message with their behavior, and say the message you interpret out loud so they know that you get it. Oh, I see, you want cuddles, or you want me to lay on the bed, right? This is what they're telling you. Look at their behavior. It's not just silly upside down stuff. It's a message, and they want you to follow them so that you can learn and do what they do. When you do what they do, they know you get them and know you understand. That's what that message is. Okay, so let's see who's next. Here's somebody who's here. Hi, Marci. I'm just here for the first time. This is all so interesting. I'm so glad you're joining me. Energy work is a whole thing about what you use to help you with your late talker. Why not? Do these messages resonate with you? If they do, please like this video and share the idea with your friends about how these messages resonated with your family, even though I'm just some lady on Facebook and YouTube. It's amazing how these cards work. They are inspired by late talkers. Okay, let's see the message for your late talker. It says, I'm a big kid now. Here's the image. What does your late talker want to do more independently? They want you to let them have a little bit more free reign. Stop hand over hand helping them. Let them try their own way at brushing their teeth. Yeah, they're going to bite it. Yeah, they're going to eat the toothpaste, but they want to try. They want to try, and you'll show them how. Coach self-responsibility. Late talkers who have been heavily prompted, that hand over hand business, they may come to rely on others to do things for them because they just don't want to fight with you anymore and just be compliant. That's what they do. Instead of self-responsibility, could you have been coaching compliance? I don't know. Your late talker wants to do it himself, herself. So they become to rely on other people to do things even after they know how to do this thing on their own. And they'll so this is what you should do. Use demonstration of successful strategies. This is how I brush my teeth. This is how I fold my clothes. This is how I jump on the trampoline. Use demonstration of successful strategies combined with encouragement to make learning the skill easy and fun. And remind the late talker how much it helps you when they become more independent. So it doesn't just make them feel like a big kid. Now they're your helper. They're your star student, whatever they do, house cleaner or lawnmower, or garbage picker upper, or whatever they're doing. They're a big kid and they want responsibility. Remember, with privilege comes responsibility. They want them both. Even though you think that your kid only wants you to give, they really do want from you, okay? So let's see. There's another Facebook user who says, hi, I was just speaking with San's dad about how San needs more. Well, let's see what San has to say about her experience with you this week. I love a party. I know Sam loves a party. I love this strategy. In fact, one of my clients, a shout out to Haley, who may not be watching me this morning, but I know that you watch on the replay. She has been practicing blowing out candles and little cupcakes with her late talker every day. He recently had a birthday and he loves a party. So they sing, and it's his first talking. He's singing happy birthday. He's talking. I love it. Party little every day. Why not, right? Party activities and experiences are great reminders that you can be happy every day, even if you have a bad day. You can be happy if you party a little, right? As you celebrate small accomplishments too. Treats, music, dancing, games, decorations, and cake, especially cake, can all be enjoyed on a small scale. That's what Haley uses, these little tiny cupcakes, to celebrate everyday events and achievements. Host a 1-minute dance party. Offer cake on testing or trying or troubling days, and create seasonal decorations. I just was putting up my Halloween decorations outside, so I think maybe it's time for you to dig into the next holiday. That could be a way for you to tap into your language facilitation. Okay. So, all right, I'm not seeing any more messages come through. Let me pull the camera back over here. Not seeing any more messages come through. And I just want to say thank you for joining me. I have a ton of gratitude right now to express that my house is intact. My studio is put back together. I'm able to come back and join you live and continue to move forward with messages every week here on the Marci Melzer Intuitive SLP channel. And of course, if you are on your language facilitation journey, you don't want to miss my Thursday live Q&A. It's over on my Waves of Communication channel. And if you are interested in working with me to help you tap into your energy and really dig in to get amazing progress, I know that's what Haley's doing. The moms and dads who are embracing the energy work on top of the slow talking strategies and the sentences and all the things that are on the card. When you embrace the reasons why you are feeling the way you're feeling, the good, the bad, the struggling, all those things, remember, your reaction and response to the late talker spoken language will tell you how you're doing, right? Your connection with the late talker will tell you how you're doing. If they're showing up, if they're smiling at you, if they're waiting for you to do things so that you can demonstrate for them, if they're bringing you things to teach them, that means that you are doing it right. You are finding ways to connect with your late talker and help ride out whatever happens in your life, because it's not all roses and happy days every day. It can be a struggle being a kid who can't talk, and it can be a struggle being a parent of a kid who can't talk. And the point is, all of that is temporary. Your language facilitation journey is helping you make improvement every single day. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.